Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today, you probably noticed I am not building an apartment for once. I haven't even built a regular house since I finished my Newcrest series, so it was nice to build this house. And actually, before I even talk about the house, can I just talk about the lot that I'm building on? Because, oh my gosh, I've never actually built on this lot before. It's in, oh gosh, what is that town called? Windenburg, maybe? I think maybe it came with one of the expansions, like Get Together, maybe? I don't know. I don't know about that one. But yeah, so I absolutely love this lot. Like, it has the cool little road driveway that just comes up only to this house, and then the lot sort of sits on like a hill. Obviously, the lot is flat because there's no terrain tools in The Sims, but like the actual lot sits up on a sort of cliff, like, and then you can go down the cliff, and over to the side is another lot a ways away, but it seems really secluded on the lot itself. And then it's got like nice little garden and trees, and there's like a stream pond thing that goes nearby, and it was a really perfect lot for what I wanted to build, which you probably noticed from the title is a little garden cottage. So the house is pretty small itself, and I went for sort of a rustic vibe with it. And yeah, I don't leave the white because that just looks awful right now. But yeah, well, at first I was trying to go for like a really light and airy garden cottage kind of feel. But in the end, I didn't like the white. I thought that was too much. I think it still turned out pretty light, and there's like a ton of plants, so it just seems really cozy and nice in there, and it's not too like a lot of the smaller, what am I even saying, smaller cottages. I feel like they have very dark colors in them a lot of the times, like really dark reds, dark greens, dark browns. Those are kind of the colors I associate with small cottages or cabins. So for this one, I wanted to do much lighter colors. I wanted it to feel more open than some of those ones, because the dark colors just make it so cramped. I feel like doing the light colors just help things feel more open, I think. I just wanted it to feel really light and not very heavy, I guess. And I used a lot of sort of earth tone colors, but in the lighter aspect of them. So I did use a little bit of like oranges, just sort of an earthy color. It's not as heavy as brown, so I really love that rug underneath. I think it worked in the house. And then I used a lot of the light tan furniture. I used this couch, which I love because it has the subtle design and colors. Like most of those color swatches for the couch are sort of crazy and a little overbearing, especially in a small house like this, but that one had just the light back and the subtler colors on the actual couch and the pillows, so I just went with that one. I thought it looked really nice. It had just enough color and design to make it still pretty light, and yeah, it just worked in the house. I could definitely see someone with a garden like green thumb having all those prints. They're mostly flowers, and that one on the bottom kind of looks like the sky or something. So yeah, about here is where things really start to come together. I changed the kitchen up so that it doesn't, I mean, it's not as light as it was before, but it's definitely more of a rustic looking kitchen than that bright white one that just did not go together. Okay, and you might have noticed by now, because I didn't notice again. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I forgot a bathroom in this house. I just I just didn't even think of it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. This has never happened to me before. I usually remember pretty much everything. Like the one thing I forget most of all is a bin for like garbage and stuff. Like in the kitchen, sometimes I don't put a bin. Sometimes I forget. But bathrooms, I mean, come on, that's like basic building 101. You need a bathroom, you need a kitchen, you need a place to sleep. That's all. Those are the essential things. And I just forget one of them. Oh, so crazy. That drives me nuts. So yeah, I did this build over 2 days. I realized it in between the building. Again, not even while I was looking at the build. It just occurred to me sometime later that I never added a bathroom in, and yeah. So I sneakily added it in between recordings, so you won't actually see me build the bathroom. You probably won't even really see it much until the screenshots at all, because I added it in after I finished the house, and then I was doing the outside landscaping for the rest of the video. You probably won't see the bathroom too much. For the kitchen, I just wanted to go with really heavy clutter with the plants and that all over, especially in the house, because I mean, I figure if this person has a massive garden, they probably have some plants to bring in the house. That makes sense to me. And they probably love their plants. So yeah, that wheelbarrow, oh my gosh. So that little wheelbarrow stand I found in the plate thing, and I actually decided to use it as a bed stand in the bedroom. I thought it made a perfect little nightstand there. Like, I had put a bunch of plants on just a plain old bedstand, but I thought that looked way better. So yeah, I absolutely loved that. Just, it seemed to work pretty perfectly. The bathroom I put goes through the bedroom. Just it's just like in between the wardrobe and in the mirror, I think, is it? Oh no, it's the ottoman now. Yeah. And I move the mirror. I do some rearranging, but in the end it looks good. And oh my gosh, this roof took me forever. I couldn't figure out how to make it look good like a little cottage roof. I'm still not even sure if it's actually a proper like cottage roof. I forgot to look up pictures, which was silly of me. Not usually, but I thought about looking up a picture for just like a cottage roof. I feel like they usually do that thing where they don't really like come out of the house and they're all really pointy and like all four sides are slanted, not just the two sides that go up into a triangle, but it's like a pyramid, you know? Okay, I'm really tired. I'm sorry. This narration is completely a mess. Yeah, so I started the outside just a little bit before I added the bathroom and stuff, because this was before the second day. Oh, poof, there's the bathroom. Look, it's in the corner. Wow, I'm so fast. No, okay. Yeah, so here comes the landscaping. This is kind of boring to watch, to be honest, but if you really want to see how to make it like a cluttered looking garden, then this would be a good part to watch, I guess. This pool was kind of a mess, and also it started taking a weird shape that I'm not going to say, but I did not want it to look like that. So yeah, I changed it up, and then I added all these rocks around the side, and it kind of took forever, like, oh, forever. And it was a lot of rocks. This house is pretty expensive because of all the landscaping. The actual house, I'm not sure how much the actual house is. I would say probably like 40 millions or so, 40,000. I mean, not just 40,000. It's probably somewhere around there. But then you add in all the landscaping, and I think it made it up to like 80,000 simoleons. So it's quite an expensive house for just a single-roomed house. I wasn't quite sure what to do with this pool at first, but in the end I put all these kind of like moss thingies on it and the lily pads, and I think it looks really cool. I really like the way the pool turned out actually, and your Sims should be able to swim in it, so that's cool. I don't really know why they would want to. It looks gross, but I don't know if the Sims actually care. I don't think I've ever swam in a murky pool before with my Sims. I have in real life, actually. Oh man, that's a story. You know, that happened when I was like probably 10 or something, in my cousin's pool, and they lived way out in the country, and something happened to their pool, like the cover, so by the summer all the water was really murky in it, and I don't know why they let us swim in it, but we really wanted to swim in it, so we did, and that was probably like the grossest thing ever. I bet that's why I'm always sick all the time. Dang. Okay, anyway. So yeah, the garden is kind of coming together now. Tons of flowers. Like, oh, this takes much longer than it seems like it does in the speed build. Like, to go all the way around the house and just fill it with random plants. Ooh, it takes a long time. Now, to be totally honest, I'm not actually sure if your Sims can walk through the garden or not. I didn't test it. I guess I will. I mean, maybe I will. But when I take the screenshots later, but yeah, I'm just not sure if your Sims can walk through, because some of the plants, when you enlarge them and stuff, their diameter gets huge, so yeah. Anyway, I think that's about the end of this build. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel, because I post some videos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!